What's going on, guys? Belligerent here with another Bloodline video, and in today's video we're going to take a look at some matchups within the game, because this game is not just drop your best champions on the board and hope they win. And if you're struggling, it might be something like matchups or positioning that's holding you back. So I want to talk about that. I think it's one of the probably the more underrated things, or maybe the least talked about things, because it can be difficult to grasp. It's probably causing a lot of people a lot of problems. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play through this stage 7-29. We're just going to watch the match, and then we'll talk about some adjustments that we're going to make. As you saw on that board, like, we were severely out leveled, but don't let that fool you. Level does not always indicate the winner. A lot of times in this game, going through the campaign, you will have to be outmatched and figure out a way to win. Okay, so here we see, and I could just let this keep running. This guy's pretty tanky, so I don't know if they'll kill him by the end of the minute and a half. Probably, but as we can see, that's a lost cause. We're going to lose that fight. Okay, so let's talk about the matchup. Like, what is causing us problems here? Okay, so the first thing that I see when I look at this matchup is the Tidestorm, the male Tidestorm in the back of their comp. Okay, he's going to cause me some problems because he's going to pull my backline forward and probably get them killed. The other thing I see that's going to cause me some problems is the female Luxuriant back over there. Okay, so what are some things that we can do to counteract that? There's probably lots of ways that you can counter it. If you're watching, you may have some different ways to counter it. So here's what I'm going to try. Okay, we're going to take her off the board. And this is one thing that's great about the reset feature in the... Okay, we're going to grab an assassin here. Okay, level up his... That's not the skill I want to level up. We're going to level up his skill here. Okay. And then what else are we going to grab? We're going to take her out. Okay. So one thing that you can do to counteract the Tidestorms is take out your range. Okay. The ranged DPS in the back row is his target, and if your comp is predicated around that backline DPS, that Tidestorm is severely going to mess things up for you. All right, so let's take a look. I just want to make sure that I have, when I make these swap outs, sometimes I forget to put the armor back on people and stuff. All right. So we're going to jump back into this with this new composition, okay? And so what we are trying to do, if we play our cards right, is get that Tidestorm to actually pull our female orc right into the middle of everything so she can spinny spin and kill everything. So let's see if it works, okay? She stepped forward a little bit. He hasn't pulled anybody yet. All right, we got one of the things we're looking for there. Okay. And you can see that paid off the way that we wanted it to. Just got to finish off this dragon at some point, and there we go. Okay, so you see, just by changing your composition, you can change your outcome. All right, you saw we were severely out leveled there. It was like 143 to probably average about 135. Okay, and if we watch the replay back through again, you'll see, okay, so my goal was to get the orc pulled. I did not accomplish that. I ended up getting my tank pulled, which is fine. He's not that important. I would have loved to get the shields off, but I didn't, okay? And then, so there's not a real target for the Tide Storm because everybody I have on the board wants to come forward. You see my assassin got back there on the back line. She's causing havoc because the Luxuriant isn't targeting her because she is not the biggest damage dealer. So she got kind of ignored through all of this and lost in the scuffle. And that's a way that you can counter the Lux as well, is by adjusting the levels on some of your heroes to try to manipulate who the Luxuriant will target, because most of the time she will target the highest damage dealer within her range. Sometimes she gets pushed out of range, and so she'll target what she can target. But hopefully that's a good example there for you of how you can adjust your lineup to counter what the enemy team has. So if you liked this video, please leave me a like to let me know that you want to see more of these videos. It would be great if I could put them all together in one collection, one big long video, and show you all of the different situations and counters, but without the level replay in this game. That's difficult to do. But if you like these videos, I can make a collection of different situations that I know of or that I come across as I'm playing through. I have several different accounts at several different stages, so there's lots of different playthroughs that we can do. But if you like this video, you want to see more of this types of video or like positioning videos, drop me a like so I know that you like this type of video. Comment if you have questions or you have a different way that you counter the scenario that you saw in this video. Tell a friend. Make sure you subscribe so you can see when the next video drops. I'm Belligerent. Peace.